Science acknowledges that Ithaca College sits on the traditional, ancestral, and contemporary lands of the Six Nations of the Haudenosaunee Confederacy. In theater education, we celebrate community and storytelling and offer this tale from indigenous folklore about a soul's journey to the afterlife. The Seneca described the Milky Way as a procession of stars, each guiding a soul to the sky world. In the beginning, there was only one path to the sky world. However, it divided into two. The first path was narrow, and on it were mostly the footprints of children. The other path was wide, and on it were mostly the footprints of adults. The purity of a child's mind led their souls to the good sky path, while the confused mind of the adults often led their souls to the other.
In every age, mankind attempts to fabricate great works at once magnificent and impossible.
Desert sands from mountains of stone, a pyramid.
From flying buttresses alone, a wall of light. A chapel ceiling screaming one man's ecstasy.
One man's ecstasy.
Miracles live on.
China's endless walls, Stonehenge.
The Parthenon no more. The aqueducts of Rome.
We did not attempt to make with mammoth blocks of stone a giant pyramid. No, not a pyramid. No Gothic walls that radiate with light. Our task was to dream of one and then create a floating city. Floating city. Metropolis, a complete civilization. Sleek and fast, at once a poem and the perfection of physical engineering. At once a poem and the perfection of physical engineering.
How did they build Titanic near 1,000 feet in length? Beyond past endeavor, strong beyond mortal strength. 46,000 tons of steel, 11 stories high. She's a great palace floating, quiet as a lullaby. Farewell, my darling, I'll be back before a fortnight has passed.
Farewell, my darling, I'll be back before a fortnight has
Farewell, my darling, I'll be back before a fortnight has passed.
Right, step off the boat, please. Look out of the Majestic. Hell Drive, wireless operator, Marconi International Marine Signal Communications Company. Limited.
Is towering high, broad and grand, ship of dreams, sailing day, morning bright. Take your flight, ship of dreams.
morning, Captain Smith. Morning, Captain. Morning, Captain. $36,000 in the Titanic. Morning, Mr. Dickinson. Morning, Mr. Pittman. Morning, Mr. Murdoch. Morning, Captain Smith. Morning, Murdoch. Morning, Captain. Mr. Pittman, please complete the loading of the freight and prepare for the boarding of the swirling staff and crew. Aye, Captain. There she is, towering high, broad and round, ships of trade. Captain Fresh Titanic, sailing day, morning bright, angels fly, ship of trade. 122,000 pounds of meat, poultry, and fish, Titanic. 40 tons of potatoes, 1,100 pounds of marmalade, 37,000 bottles of wine, beer, and spirits, Titanic. 55,000 china dishes and 20,000 crystal drinking glasses, Titanic. One Renault Town, Kenneth's motor car, Titanic.
Captain Smith, has there ever been a finer morning to sail?
Never quite like this, Mr. Dismay. Never quite like this one, sir.
Mr. Andrews, has the line ever had a faster ship for the mail?
Not as fast as this, Mr. Ismay. Never quite like this one, sir.
The pride of mankind, dominion over the sea, the dream of progress,
It brings great honor to me to be the master
And the thought fills her.
the owner of the largest moving object in
the world. Mr. Pittman, begin boarding the passengers.
Third-class passengers, proceed at once to the gangway. Please bring your boarding documents and await further instructions.
Holy Mother of God! Is that a ship or a mountain? It looks long enough so that it could walk to America. I'm Catherine McGowan, but everybody calls me Kate. I'm Kate too. Kate Mullins. And I'm Kate 3. Kate Murphy. It must be fate then. It's not fate. It's Irish. Traveling alone. Not me. I've got a feller. See that good-looking one up ahead? I'm planning to marry him. And when's that going to be? Soon as I meet him. Get me aboard, call out my name. It's to America we aim. To find a better life, we pray to make this trip. Let all our children's children know that this day long ago we dreamt of them and came aboard this ship. For the maiden voyage, for the maiden voyage, yes, all aboard.
Come back,
I
Alice!
want to see them, Edgar!
Colonel John Ticketmaster and Mrs. Astor too, arriving on the train direct from Waterloo Station. Maple Street to their Bravo Suite, A62.
Her name is Madeleine. She's John Jacob Astor's second wife. She's only 19 years old, and now she's married to a prominent man worth over 150 million, and 29 years her senior. They've only been married 7 months. She's already 7 months pregnant, and the scandal was such they ran away to Europe to avoid the publicity. Avoid the publicity!
Mr. and Mrs. Isidore Strauss may proceed to Parlor Suite B55.
Aren't they modest? You'd never think by looking at them that he and his brother own Macy's department store. Outright. And he was close advisor to President Grover of Cleveland and served in the House of Representatives 2 full terms. And that's his wife of 40 years named Ida. Sad she hasn't been well. So the two of them have been wintering on the French Riviera.
Mr. Benjamin Guggenheim and party will find his customary suite on A deck.
Made his money by smelting gold, spends it like water. $4,500 for the Louis Couture suite, so he can live in luxurious sin with his latest mistress. And they call that justice? They call that justice.
Mr. and Mrs. George Widener may proceed to Promenade Suite B51.
He's the richest man in Philadelphia.
Mr. and Mrs. John B. Fair, Promenade Suite B58.
Vice President of the Pennsylvania
Mrs.
Railroad.
Charlotte Drake Cardoza, Suite B54.
No one really knows who she is, but the newspaper says she booked the most expensive suite on the ship and travels with 14 steamer trunks, a medicine chest, her personal pillows and sheets, and 4 little Pekingese dogs. So she must be somebody. She must be somebody.
Last call for morning. This is the very last call for morning.
Up the ramp, let's go the lines. Raise up her colors and designs. Prepare for casting off and through the board will slip. Each person standing at the rail. Let one great thought prevail, one single prayer. God bless this noble ship.
All the shore who are going ashore. All the shore who are going ashore. I report this ship loaded and ready for sea, Captain.
Lower the gangways, Mr. Pittman.
Gangways lowered, Captain.
Make fast the tug.
Tods are fast, sir.
Let go all lines.
Let go the stern lines. Let go the bow lines. Let go our springs.
Tow her off, Mr. Pittman.
Godspeed, Titanic, from your birth, fly free, as you love the deep in your own
Save me, everybody! My car broke down! Hold the ship! Wait! Wait, come back! You've gotta come back! I told everyone I was crossing on the Titanic! Oh, what am I gonna tell them now? Huh? I'll be the laughing stock of Poughkeepsie! I don't believe it! If that isn't the story of my entire goddamn life!
Thank you, Mr. Murdoch. What's our present course?
West by north 281 degrees, sir.
Steady as she goes, Mr. Lightoller.
Aye, aye, Captain.
What's our present speed?
19 knots, sir.
Maintain 19 knots, Mr. Murdoch.
Aye, aye, sir.
Boiler rooms 1 through 6. Maintain 68 revolutions of the wing propellers.
EJ, now that we're officially underway, I thought a little celebration might be in order.
I'm sorry, Mr. Ismay. I don't allow alcohol on my bridge. You know that, Mr. Edges.
Yes, sir. I do.
Technically speaking, EJ could be considered my bridge.
Not at sea, Mr. Ismay.
I am terribly sorry, sir. I'm afraid this bottle seems to have gone completely flat. So I couldn't possibly allow you to drink it. Would you like me to fetch you another, Mr. Ismay?
Never mind. Let it go.
Thank you, sir. Again, my apologies.
Thank you, Mr. Edges.
Yes. Well, with or without champagne, I'd like to toast our ship, the Royal Mail Steamer Titanic. Nearly a quarter mile in length, she's bigger, grander, and safer than any ship in history. The greatest achievement in transatlantic navigation since that very first crossing 420 years ago. Andrews, I'm glad you're here. I was just congratulating the three of us on a magnificent contribution to the 20th century. Progress, gentlemen. We give you progress.
I trust you'll excuse us, Mr. Ismay. We have our duties.
Tell me, EJ, what's our present speed?
19 knots, Mr. Ismay.
Really? I would have expected us to be going faster now that we've cleared land. I want us to make New York by Tuesday afternoon. Tell me, Andrews, I understand 22 knots would be necessary in order to make a 6-day crossing. In your expert opinion, is Titanic capable of that speed? Come. Andrews, you're the one who built the thing. Are we capable of 22 knots?
Capable? Yes, sir, I'm sure we are. Possibly a bit more if pushed. 23, perhaps.
Excellent, sir. I'm very pleased to hear it.
But it's customary for a maiden voyage to proceed prudently.
It's the maiden voyage that creates news, damn it, and I intend for this one to create a legend. So, answer me straight, man. When can we expect to run at full speed?
When the captain orders it, sir.
And we must persuade him to do so, mustn't we?
In point of fact, Mr. Ismay, I was about to give the order before you walked off. Mr. Murdoch, increase speed to 20 knots.
20 knots? Yes, sir. Engine room! Increase speed to 71 revolutions of the wing propellers.
20 knots. Well, it's a start, I suppose. Carry on, gentlemen.
Watch your compass, Mr. Lightoller. You're drifting off course.
I don't think so, sir.
Don't argue with me, man. If I say you're off course, then you're bloody well off course.
Set the screws to 71, Mr. Barrett.
71? If you ask me, Mr. Bell, it's a march soon for 71.
Captain's orders, Mr. Barrett. If you've got no objections, that is.
It's his ship, isn't it? 71 it shall be. But I'll speak plain, Mr. Bell. If it were my ship, I wouldn't recommend a speed increase too quick.
Do as you're told, Mr. Barrett.
She's sparkling clean, this newborn ship, but one old thing is clear. The orders they propose above, we execute down here. We'll watch from mere as up above, they'll catch a whiff of glory. This wonder ship may be brand new, but it's the same old story. Stoke the fire, knoll as the men draw back. Feed the heat, knoll as the men draw back. And the dust of the coal in the air is black, and the trickle of sweat runs down your back. And what are the boys from the Midlands doing here? It makes the steam that runs the machines that run the world, that sends the men below the ground to mine the gold each day. From Leicestershire and Nottingham, us the lads who worked down in the pit knew if you got above the ground you'd save the gold. Get out of the pit, and westward I knew I could run. And ship out to sea, and there my new life was begun. And the screws are turning at 71. It became my dream to go out to sea. Further out from the mine you couldn't be. But you're born to the cold, there's no place for you elsewhere. You trade a life of dank and gloom to shovel in a boiler room, but now you're 7 decks below a lady's feet. And nothing has changed, there's nothing a miner can do. The Lord Titanic makes turn into the whole crew. And the screws are turning at 72. Faster and faster we watch as we gain nevermore. 73 and too soon it is 74. For the record speed I believe we strive. For the maiden trip that's too hard to drive. If you push you're faster than 75. That is the truth, I swear.
That's all we paid for, and that's all we're gonna get.
Well, that's not all I'm getting.
Just look there, through that glass. There's first class for all your posh, smart people.
Rich people, you mean?
Of course they're rich, darling. They're Americans. Can't you just imagine what they'll all be jabbering about? All those things my father lives for. International banking, venture capital, cornering the market. You know, that sort of thing.
How would I know that sort of thing, Caroline? My father never had a corner on the market, so all we ever had was a market on the corner. I warned you running away with me would be education. Caroline, aren't you thrilled? Finally now, you'll see what second class looks like.
Oh, Charles, I love it when you're sarcastic. It makes me feel like we're a real married couple.
Why not? That's exactly what we would be if your snob of a father had permitted it. And that is exactly what we will be the minute we arrive in America.
Darling, considering our living arrangements, everyone on board thinks we're already married.
You know very well we would have separate cabins if only I could have afforded them.
Yes, but separate cabins would have meant separate beds, Charles.
Well, we had to make do with what we had, didn't we? You don't suppose we'll burn an L for it, do you?
Oh, stop worrying, darling. In America, it's not a sin at all.
What is it?
Saving money.
The dinner seating for Thursday, April 11th, is now being served in the first-class dining saloon.
My dear Mr. Latimer, prepare to greet our clientele. Our meeting is imminent. Our having you sprung the dinner bell, it won't be a novelty. We must have seen them all before. Prepare for the usual. You should be aware of what's in store. Serve them on the Baltic and the Oceanic, Olympic and majestic, and today is the same. No, there's nothing changed. Mrs. Astor takes her toast dry. Mrs. Strauss likes to grouse with the sauce on the side, and the winers love kidney pies. Bring it hot. If it's not, there'll be things to be tied. They're accustomed to the best of all that money buys. The world of free enterprise has granted this privilege to the rich, when their items are entitled to the luxury which we provide. That's forever the source of our pride, which is why we're always there with our especial form of care for every hungry millionaire. Why not be more alright?
Sailing aboard the greatest ship that ever sailed the seas. The hull and the keel imperviously stronger by degrees.
Magnificent crystal chandeliers, buckets on all the floors.
The ceiling is Jacobean art and call the world the doors. Remarkable stage, remarkable stage, remarkable stage. If it be put in a phrase, it's what a remarkable race this is.
EJ, you haven't told us how many miles we covered yesterday.
484, Mr. Ismay.
Are you pleased with that?
Yes, I am, sir. It's better than I expected for the first day.
Well, then I'm sure we'll do even better today.
Begging your pardon, Captain. Mr. Hitchens has requested our course.
Increase speed, Mr. Murdoch, to 21 knots, and tell Mr. Higgins to set course for west-northwest 292 degrees.
That's the northern track, sir.
I'm well aware of that, Mr. Murdoch. It will save both coal and time. At least 3 hours.
3 hours. Well done, EJ.
A fellow's invented seafood film, he calls it cellophane. Another has built a parachute for jumping out of an airplane. The remarkable things that endless they from out the human brain. Indeed, and what a remarkable race this is.
The dinner seating for Friday, April 12th, is now being served in the first-class dining saloon.
EJ, we're all quite anxious to hear about yesterday's mileage.
519, Mr. Ismay.
Much better.
Captain! Oh, sorry, could have serve your meal, Captain.
Who the devil are you?
Second wireless operator Harold Bryan, sir, with the Marconi International Marine Radio Telegraphy Signal Communications Company, Limited.
What is it, Mr. Bride?
Message, sir. From the finesse liner Rappahannock. 4 days out of Halifax, she reports in iceberg.
Thank you, Mr. Bride. I can read.
Keep the captain's table pristine. Here we seat the elite, whom we happily serve. Here they dine on fine French cuisine. It's the creme de la creme, exclusive preserve. It's the pleasure of the leisure class's greatest wits to be where the captain sits when taking their dinner on the sea. Giving preference to their differences is our chief art. We play our part in a perfectly working machine. You should ever be aware this is a privilege great and rare, a special burden that we bear in our respective lives.
Dinner seating for Saturday, April the 13th, is now being served in the first-class dining saloon.
Mrs. Astor, I understand this was your first trip to Europe. How did you find Paris?
Thank goodness I didn't have to. John knew exactly where it was.
Excuse me, Captain.
Yes, Mr. Lightoller.
Have you any instructions, sir, concerning our present speed?
Maintain 21 knots, Mr. Lightoller.
21 knots? Yes, sir.
21 knots. Come, EJ, I promised we'd arrive in New York by nightfall Tuesday. At this rate, we'll never make it.
I'm afraid it's too soon for either of us to say, Mr. Ismay. I trust you'll excuse me. Please, continue your meal.
Oh, must you leave us, Captain?
Unfortunately, Mrs. Astor, my duties on the bridge, though not nearly so pleasant as sitting here with all you attractive ladies, require my attention. Please, excuse me.
Remarkable U.S. Steel is splitting shares at 5 to 4. Monopoly makes the industry far better than before.
I tell you the coronation of King George the Fifth was grand.
And afterwards off to Monaco, the rock begins the sand.
Remarkable times, remarkable times, remarkable words, so much to surprise and amaze. And what a remarkable time, what a remarkable world, what a remarkable day. The harmony of birdies, magnificent crystal chandeliers, a perfect invented sequel, and what a remarkable day to see.
Come on, Lionel.
Yours are now being served in the Café Parisien.
What's our position, Mr. Murdoch?
Latitude 42, 35 north, longitude 45, 50 west, Captain.
And the sea temperature, Mr. Lightoller?
Last check down 5 degrees to 34 Fahrenheit, sir. Another communication, Captain. Ice warning from Cronian.
Another one.
They've sighted a large berg at 4150 north by 4952 west.
Plot the position with the other reports we received.
It's directly on our
Not
new
to
course.
worry, at least 600 miles off.
Still?
Not to worry. We'll keep a sharp watch, eh? And, Mr. Murdoch, increase speed to 22 knots.
22, sir.
Yes, let's do everything we can to avoid bringing Mr. Ismay to the bridge again.
Yes, sir. Engine room! Increase speed to 78 revolutions of the winged propellers.
If I remember correctly, Mr. Murdoch, you qualified for your master's papers when you were only 25, the youngest man in line's history. But here you are, still, without a ship of your own. What are you waiting for, Mr. Murdoch?
The master of the ship carries a heavy responsibility, Captain.
Every single minute, Mr. Murdoch.
I'm not certain I'm up to it, sir.
A ship's master must be certain of everything. even when he's not. And I'm as certain of that I am that this is my final crossing.
Captain,
After 43 years of service, I informed the line of my wish to retire, but they asked me to stay on and see them through the maiden voyage. My wife was disappointed, of course, but how could I refuse? Take over, Mr. Murdoch.
thousands on board, each in his class. You are the master of all that must pass. Yours to set course, yours to command. You hold their souls in the palm of your hand. You hold their souls in the palm of your hand.
Third class passengers are reminded not to take food out of their cabins.
What's the reason for that then?
It encourages the rats.
They got rats on a brand new ship.
They're always the first of all.
Well, they're welcome to have a bit of my share. Sure, and the entire family could live a week from just what I've been leaving on my plate, and all of it for free.
Free? Are you daft then? Why do you suppose they charged us every bit of 60 shillings for our passage? What do I need with all this fine cloth and electrical light?
Well, Jim Farrell, I'm gonna have fine cloth, electrical light, and a whole lot more when I get to America, including my own personal bathtub. I'm gonna rise straight to the top, I will, just like cream. I will be a proper person. People will look up to me. What a girl, that girl Gowan, Katie Violet Maud Marie. I aspire to heights of glory in the new world that can be. In that grandest nation I'll stand tall, reach my very highest hopes of all. I'm aiming to have a real profession, I am. Me too. Me three. I want to be a lady's maid in America. In America, the streets are paved with gold. I want to be a governess in America. In America, it's better, I am told. I want to be a sewing girl in America. In America, I'll sew till I am old. There's a place called Chicago. I've seen it on the map. There's a place called Maryland. I've seen it on the map. There's a place in America called Albuquerque, and I hope it's a bit like Donegal. Oh, I'm hoping that it is. There, I'm hoping that it is. Where am I dreaming? Am I hoping? Am I scheming? Am I praying? Am I wishing to be happy? Will come true enough that
I want to be an engineer. In America, the streets are paved with gold.
I want a shop to call my own, America, it's better, I am told.
in America, you rise above your class.
Oh, there's a place your industry and talent can be sold.
And I'm certain that it will. Yeah, I'm certain that it will.
Ik wil ein gutes Leben haben.
Where my dreaming and my hoping and my scheming and my praying and my wishing to be happy will come true and nothing. I want to rise above myself. The streets of America is streets of America is streets of
I want to be a lady's maid.
engineer in America.
Better land for me and you. Better place to start anew. Better land for the baby.
Caroline! Shouldn't we be changing for dinner?
I suppose so.
Oh, well then, you go on, darling. Unless you want me to go first.
Charles, really? Don't you think we could start changing together? Considering we're already sleeping together.
Lady Caroline? Is it true? Oh, I had no idea you were on board.
Mr. Etches! What a nice surprise! Mr. Etches, I'd like you to meet my new husband, Mr. Charles Clark. Charles, this is Mr. Etches, who was chief first cabin steward on the Majestic when my family and I crossed last year.
Mr. Etches, Mr. Clark. My congratulations, sir. And how is Lord Neville?
My father's quite well, thank you. When I saw him last,
Please give him my regards. I really can't understand how I missed seeing you for now, Lady Caroline.
it's a very large ship, Mr. Etches. And we are on our honeymoon.
Yes, I quite understand. Well, again, my heartiest congratulations, Lady Caroline. Or should I say, Mrs. Clark. I'm sure you'll both be very happy. You couldn't quite say the words, could you, Lady Caroline?
What words?
Second class.
Really, Charles, you're being quite idiotic.
Why? Because all your father ever saw when he looked at me was the son of a greengrocer from Maida Vale who went to all the wrong schools, who will never be good enough for his precious daughter, even if he won a bloody Nobel
No!
Peace Prize.
Because you're being quite idiotic.
Thanks very much.
Charles, you're a silly thing, making of everything social class. As if that could matter a jot to me. All that I care for is you. How to explain to you all that brings pain to you soon will pass. If only you could comprehend.
death the world will go on witness on this vast and open sea. I have all that I must when you're standing next to me. But we belong, we'll create together. Where we have come from doesn't matter at all. I'm in love with you. There could be no finer blessing for a life that's yet to be. I have hoped, I have dreamed when you're standing next to me.
It's turning bloody cold, isn't it, Mr. Lightoller? Yes, it feels rather more like February than April.
Ah, Andrews, there you are. I've been looking for you everywhere. I want your opinion on how you think the crossing is going so far.
Not as well as I'd hoped, Mr. Ismay. We've got a few problems.
Really? Such as what?
I'm disappointed in the water pressure for the upper decks. And the kitchen staff are complaining that their sleeping quarters are overheated.
Best gratitude for you. In my father's day, they were lucky to get any heat at all. Now tell me, Andrews, are you satisfied with our present speed?
I think so, sir.
Well, I don't mind telling you I'm very disappointed. The sea is calm, the weather's fair, why aren't we going faster?
We're doing 22 knots, Mr. Ismay. That's better than any White Star ship's ever managed.
Answer me straight, man. You chaps at Harland and Wolf built the Cunard ship too. Was Titanic intentionally designed to run slower?
I really must protest the implication, sir. When your father ran the line, he demanded safety and comfort before speed. The Cunard may get the passengers there a little faster. Yes, but White Star gives them a far better ride.
It's a new world, Andrews. These days people want speed above everything else. Americans would gladly lose their dinner over the rail if it meant arriving in New York a day sooner.
Mr. Ismay, is there something you wanted, sir?
EJ, I was going to see if you could now predict with any certainty you're arriving in New York by Tuesday afternoon.
I can only say it's possible.
Possible. But it's imperative, damn it! If we have to stand off until Wednesday morning, our return to England will be delayed a full 24 hours. Titanic must be known as a 6-day ship, EJ. Even the bloody Krauts can do it. And if second-rate tubs like Deutschland and Kaiser Wilhelm can turn around in a fortnight, then so by God shall we!
I'm sure we'll try everything we can, Mr. Ismay.
Splendid. That's all one can ask, isn't it?
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Who's there?
Barrett. Barrett!
The Stoker. I remember. Welcome to the most important place on the whole ship. What can I do for you, Barrett?
I heard you can send a message back to England.
You heard right, all right. Sitting right here, I can communicate with important people all over the world.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'd explain how it all works, but unfortunately... Oh, message coming through. Iceberg warning. From the Baltic, that's your old ship?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You seem awfully busy, Barrett, so what is it you want?
Well, shouldn't the captain know about the iceberg then?
Not to worry, I already sent them a half dozen warnings just like it. If you ask me, they don't know what the hell they're doing up there. Excuse my French. It's like we always say in the telegraphy business, you can't be a radio operator and remain a Christian.
It's how much would it cost to send a message to my girl in England? It's sort of a romantic message.
Oh, very pretty, but romantic or not, minimum rate, £2 4
For £2 That's twice what they pay me to America and back.
Oh, hold on, maybe I can give you a professional discount.
Yeah, what'd that cost?
Nothing. They'll never notice the difference.
Very much. You must be a romantic sort of person yourself.
No, not me. Romance and telegraphy don't mix, see.
How can you communicate with only one person when you've got the entire world talking to you? I'll need her name and address.
Oh, Darlene Watkins, Billsport, Nottinghamshire. Hey, what's that you're doing?
Darlene Watkins, Billsford, Nottinghamshire. So what's the rest of it?
I don't know. But it's got to be just the right thing. Look, Darlene's sort of funny, you see. She said if I wouldn't take her serious, she knew somebody who would. And I'm not back for almost 2 weeks yet. So I might as well just come straight out with it. I'll be coming back to you, darling. Back to your dark eyes and hair. Marry me when I return, darling. And until that day, my love, take care. Be thee well. May the Lord who watches all watch over thee. May God's heaven be your blanket as you softly sleep. Marry me when you're finally in my arms, you'll plainly see this devoted sailor's heart and soul are yours to keep. Yours to
Day from G-M-O-N, good morning, old man, to G-N-O-N, good night, old man. My telegraph sends its messages to ships at sea, sending out its dit-dit-dot-dit-dot-dit, dit-dit-dot-dit-dot-dit, dit-dit-dot-dit-dot. I was young and shy, detached and sad, spent my days indoors, a homebound lad, hardly spoke, few friends, I kept myself to myself, quite alone. Then I found Marconi's telegraph. It could span the planet's width by half, 50 yards, 2,000 miles. The same touch the spark, sound the tone, and the night was alive with 1,000 voices fighting to be heard, and each and every one of them connected to me, and my life came alive with 1,000 voices tapping out each word, like 1,000 people joined in a single heartbeat, tapping out our dit-dit-dot-dit-dot-dit, dit-dit-dot-dit-dot-dit, dit-dit-dot-dit-dot, everywhere.
May God's heaven be your blanket as you sleep.
Join with a single heart, tapping out our tits, tit-da, tits-da, dit.
Marry me.
Tit-da, tits-da, dit.
Marry me.
Tit-da, tits-da.
Signed, Fred.
Everywhere. Message received.
Ladies and gentlemen, after our Sunday service, all first-class passengers are invited to the boat deck, where our bandmaster, Mr. Wallace Hartley, and his ensemble will be playing out of doors for your entertainment. And now, to conclude our service, hymn number 27, God Lift Me Up.
Ladies and gentlemen, everyone up and out, follow the band and shout, isn't it a lovely day?
Yes!
Watching all the ladies in Parisian fashion on display.
Notes are obvious, but taught you in rhythm that could never lie.
It's a musical treat to hear a band with a beat for holidays.
My friend, so good to see you once more. How long since we first met? Has it been 3 days or 4? It seems like so much longer than a little weekend chat on the ship by ourselves on this glorious afternoon. To meet the latest ride. I love the cool of the breeze, feel the rhythm of the song in your knees, promenading along at shore ease like a feather in the air. Is that a bit of a chill when you're dancing out of doors in some thrill? Keeps you hearty and healthy and still. Take a pucker if you can. Everybody's bursting in the shop, dancing every close like you shop. Into the rhythm of the latest rag. Come on and dance to me. Feel the rhythm of the song in your knees, promenading along at shore ease like a feather in the air. Is that a bit of a chill when you're dancing out of doors in some thrill? Keeps you hearty and healthy and still. Take one every day. Ladies and gentlemen, the D'Amico.
Ladies and gentlemen, grab a partner.
Upon the well, the ship's personnel deck, feel on the ocean's break. Some on the upper hotel deck, go on a spell deck, before your danger name. No parallel deck, it's not a hotel deck, all on the restaurant say. Not that distracting, this nighttime setting will take you away. Everyone up and out, nobody lag about, let your dark spirits fly. Show you the ocean side, you crave for time. We've got a fellow who's better on fellow than any other ship can brag. So take a go by the hand and let the news come back. It's today's latest ride. Now singing all the velvet ship's personnel, they feel on the ocean's spray. No parallel, they go on the cell deck, take all the cares away. No parallel, they go on the cell deck, all the girls are shit.
what they call a day doctor.
Well, back home, it's what they call a crock. Oh,
Language, Edgar.
come on, little girl. I don't think we really belong here.
Oh, applesauce, Edgar. I have danced with the first class, Edgar. It was all such a dream come true.
That class isn't for our kind, Alice.
That won't do. Haven't you noticed, Edgar? These days nobody's any better than anybody else. Take the Wagners of Philadelphia. I stood right next to them, Edgar. They have this extremely handsome son, Harry, the Harvard man. I'll tell you the God's honest truth, Edgar. I'd let that boy marry our Lucy in a second.
Well, that's half the battle.
You can make fun all you want, Edgar. But I want more out of life than Indianapolis, Indiana.
But that's why I arranged this trip, Alice. To show you the world.
I don't want to see the world, Edgar. There are too many other places I'd rather see first. There are hotels on islands, Edgar. Great resorts near a sandy beach.
That's a world that's beyond our income and our reach.
That's because you've always been satisfied with only one dinky little hardware store instead of branching out. How do you think those millionaires got all their millions, Edgar?
Why don't you calm down, Alice, and enjoy what we have?
Please don't tell me never. I want this forever, ever. There's a new world around us, Edgar.
Don't you ever give up that view.
I want more than we've got now, Edgar. Why don't you?
I don't know. And what do you suggest we do about that, Alice?
I don't know. I'm going for a walk now, Edgar. I have to be alone for a while.
Three bells, Mr. Murdoch. Thank you, Mr. Lightoller. Hold your course. West, northwest, 292 degrees.
Mr. Murdoch, what's our present speed?
Steady at 22 knots, sir.
Have there been any reports of mechanical difficulties since reaching that speed?
No, sir, none at all.
Very good. Increase speed to 23 knots.
Captain, there's been another ice warning, sir. Masame reports a large berg at 42 degrees north.
42 degrees. Now, that's in total agreement with all the other reports we received, except for this one. From the French line La Touraine, 41 degrees. That puts it a great deal closer, doesn't it? How do you explain the difference?
It must have been an error in transmission, sir.
The radio. I'll never accept the darn thing.
I'm afraid it's here to stay, sir.
Which means we'll soon be taking our orders from safe, dry little offices on shore.
It's a brand new world, Captain.
Thank God I won't be around to see it. 23 knots, Mr. Murdoch.
23 knots. Yes, sir. Engine room! Increase speed to 81 revolutions of the wing propellers.
I'm still waiting, Mr. Strauss.
For what?
The reason you sent our son Jesse a radio message?
He and his cousin Nathan want to make Macy's the largest retail store in the world. They even want to give away catalogs like Sears and Roebuck. It's totally crazy.
What did you tell them?
To go ahead. It's a new world out there, Mrs. Strauss. I don't pretend to understand it.
Good evening, sir. Henry Etches, first class steward.
Good evening. Edgar Bean, second class passenger.
Bean. I know the name.
Probably ran into my wife. Yeah, she likes to dance with millionaires.
Oh, quite so, sir. My condolences.
That's a far-off look I'm seeing in your eye, Kate. Which far-off place is it you're looking at? America or Ireland?
If you must know, I was thinking about a friend of mine, a very dear friend. It seems she left home because she'd made a mistake she couldn't get rid of.
She should have been more careful.
So, what are you going to do with the rest of your life?
Who knows? Maybe run for the Congress again. I'll tell you the truth. I really liked it there. And the best part is you don't have to know anything.
You know, it seems she wants more out of life than I can give her.
Well, isn't that always the way, sir? Come on, James. I had a wife once.
Yeah, what happened?
Nothing. I still have her. In all my years, I never saw it so cold.
Yes, it was my imagination. Are we moving faster than ever before?
So, Jim Farrell, if my friend were here instead of me, what would you say to her?
Well, I'd say, what would I call her, then?
We're all named Kate, you know that.
Right. So I'd say, Kate, do you know who the father is?
What a sad question. What'd you take her for?
Well, and he refused to go with her. Well, the decent work being hard to find, maybe he didn't want to leave his job.
Or his wife. So, Jim Farrell, could a decent fella care for a woman who's already got a bit of family?
Nothing to spy things by. No wave, no swell, no line where sea meets high. Stillness, darkness, conceal things as I. No reflection, not a shadow, not a glint of light meets the eye. And we go sailing, sailing, together westward on the sea. We go sailing, sailing, ever on the
It's a beautiful night, Mr. Strauss, even though there's no moon. Look at all the stars. Can you find the Big Dipper?
The Big Dipper. I can't even find our own stateroom. Every time I go for a walk, finding my way back is an adventure.
Maybe you should drop breadcrumbs.
Can you feel how cold it's getting, Mrs. Strauss? All in the last couple of hours. Would you like me to get your first soul?
What? And maybe never see you again? No, thank you. I'd rather freeze.
Are you cold then, Katie?
Not now that you've got your arm around me.
I don't have. You're a funny one, Kate McGowan.
Funny. Takes her much.
Because you come right out with what you want.
And you find that funny, do you? What kind of girl do you think I am? You think I need to be told what I want? Life's too short for that, me boy.
The weather's quite changed, Mr. Lightcoller.
Yes, sir, it's turned very cold, only 1 point above freezing. Ocean temperatures down to 31 degrees, Captain.
Warn the carpenters to check our supply of fresh water. Have the engine room watch the steam winches.
Aye, aye, sir.
There's not much wind, is there?
no, sir, it appears to be a flat car. And we go sailing, sailing on the open sea, on the fighting
Good night, gentlemen. I'll be just inside. Keep a sharp watch, the naked eye. That's something you can depend on.
Good night, sir.
Good night.
Crow's Nest, this is the bridge. Keep an eye peeled for ice.
Just think, in 2 days, America. What's the first thing you're going to do when we get there, darling? After marrying me, of course.
Apply for the sports desk of an important New York newspaper. I'm sure they could use a journalist with my experience.
But you don't know anything about American sports, do you, darling?
It's not too terribly complicated, really. Their football is similar to our rugby, you see. Except for some reason, their chaps need to wear a great deal of padding.
You sound like an eminently sensible race.
Let us both hope so.
That's why we're going there. Good evening, gentlemen.
Madam, this happens to be the smoke room.
So I see.
Women are never permitted in the first-class smoking room, madam.
Don't look so shocked, gentlemen. There's a new world out there.
There's a new world out where?
Mr. Hartley, that's a new melody. What's it called?
Autumn, madam.
Autumn.
Shall we all meet in the autumn, golden and glowing by autumn? Shall we still be best of friends, best of friends?
Gentlemen, let me introduce myself.
Mrs. Charlotte Cardoza. I know about you, madam. Recently widowed with a considerably generous inheritance.
And I know about you, Mr. Ismay.
You seem to be a woman who enjoys shocking people, madam. I've heard you described as a modern woman by people who don't mean it as a compliment.
And I've heard you described as the world's greatest monument of unearned income.
Let breezes blow and turn as we continue growing old by autumn. Love we found yet last.
So, gentlemen, what do you say? I happen to play an excellent game of auction bridge. May I join you?
Where's your sense of occasion, madam? I understand you've just lost your husband.
Yes, but not at cards. And another thing, would you mind putting out those dreadful cigars?
So, Kate McGowan, what a modest thing are you going to say to me next, then?
I'm going to say, Jim Farrell, will you marry me?
What? Well, for the love of God, Kate, I know it's the new world we're going to, but we haven't got there yet. Don't you leave nothing for a man to say.
He can say yes. We're gonna need each other when we get there, me boy. And me baby's gonna need a dad. So we better settle it right now then. Will you say yes?
Well, I might as well. Chances are you wouldn't take no anyways. So, Kate, aren't you gonna throw me down and kiss me?
Shall we all meet in the
starboard.
Hard to starboard, sir. The helm's hard over, sir.
Engines full of stern.
Full of stone, sir. The bow's reacting, Mr. Murdoch. 2 degrees to port. The distance, Mr. Fleet.
About a quarter mile. Maybe a little less.
9 degrees. 10. 11. A full point.
Jesus Mary, Joseph, look at the size of it.
It looks like the rock of bloody Gibraltar.
He's going to pass the starboard, sir.
Yes, it's all right. I think we're going to miss it.